This week's parasha is two parashiyot. It's Chukat and Balak. Yesterday we learned the parasha of Chukat. Now we're going to learn all about the parasha of Balak. The Jewish people had left Egypt. They were traveling in the desert. Hashem sent clouds to show them the way. Yes, we saw it yesterday. And they lived in tents in the desert and were about to go into the land of Israel. And Moshe Rabbeinu was leading the Jewish people and showing them to get ready to go to the land of Israel. And they made a big war. Moshe fought a big war against a big giant by the name of Og Melech HaBashan. And he said, Baruch Hashem, Hashem saved us from the bad giant, Og Melech HaBashan. But children, there was one king. His name was Balak. And Balak said, hey, the Jewish people, they're so strong and mighty. They're going into the land of Israel. And they're going to conquer the land of Israel. Even though they're not coming to my country, I don't want them near me. How do I get them to go away? How do I get rid of the Jews? And what did he do? He went to the big, important people in the country of Midian. And he said, people from Midian, why is Moshe Rabbeinu, the Jewish leader, so powerful? How did he win over Paro and all the Egyptians and bring the 10 plagues? And he said, the Jewish people, their power isn't in sticks or swords. The one who watches over the Jewish people always is who? Louder, Rifki, who? Hashem. They daven to Hashem, and Hashem listens. And he says, I know somebody who is not Jewish, and he also davens to Hashem. He also has a prophecy. I know, I'll send messages to Bilam. Children, Bilam was a very bad man. He actually only had one eye. He had a patch on the other eye. Had a boo-boo on one eye. And Bilam was a Navi. Just like the Jewish people had a great tzaddik and a great Navi who could talk to the Jewish people. On behalf of the Jewish people to Hashem. The Goyim also had somebody who could talk to Hashem. And his name was Bilam. And so he sent messages. And he said, the messengers came and they said, Bilam, we want you to go and curse the Jewish people. Their power is that they daven to Hashem. So we want you to daven also, but you daven that bad things should happen to the Jewish people. Chas v'chalila, chas v'shalom. Now, do you think Hashem would want bad things to happen to the Jewish people? No, that's right. But Bilam said, okay, I'll sleep at night and I will see what Hashem says. And Bilam went to sleep at night. And Hashem came to Bilam and Hashem said, Bilam, who are these people with you? Now, do you think Hashem knew who they were? No. Think again. Does Hashem know everything? Yes. Hashem is always everywhere. Hashem knew who these people were. But he didn't want to scare Bilam. So in order not to scare Bilam and say, who are those soldiers with you? Hashem said, so he didn't want to scare Bilam and say, why did they come? Hashem said, who are these soldiers with you? And Bilam said, they came from King Balak. And, King Balak wants me to go and curse the Jewish people. And Hashem said, Chas v'chalila Bilam. The Jewish people are my children. I love them. I will never let you to curse them. No, you can't go. So he woke up in the morning and Bilam said, I can't go with you. And so they thought, oh, maybe he thinks that we're not important enough. Maybe if King Balak sends even more important messengers, then Bilam will come. So they go back to Balak, and Balak says, oh, okay, we'll send even more important people. We'll send even more money to tell Bilam to curse the Jewish people. Do you think more money will help, that Hashem will say you can hurt the Jewish people? No. Hashem never wants the Jewish people to get hurt. And so...
But the puppets can't get hurt.
This is just mommy's puppets. Yes, these are mommy's puppets, right? These are Morris puppets. They're right. Puppets can't get hurt, children. You're right. But right, Amelia. Those right, Amelia, sweetheart. Yes, because Mora has pictures to teach you, but it's just pictures in order to learn it. But it really happened with real people. Either way, so he sends even more important messengers with even more money, and they say, Bilam, we'll give you even more money. We are even more important ministers than the ones that came yesterday. We're richer, we're more important. We want you to go curse the Jewish people, Lo Aleinu, God forbid. And so Bilam says, okay, let me sleep at night and let me see again. And he sleeps at night. And again at night, Hashem comes to him and Hashem says, Bilam, you're a bad man. I don't like that you want to go and hurt the Jewish people and curse them. But if you want to go, I'll let you to go. But only the words that I will put into your mouth, you can say. You can't say anything that I don't let. And Bilam got so excited and he says, yay! Maybe I'll be able to trick Hashem and I'll be able to curse the Jewish people. Chas v'chalila, chas v'shalom. Do you think somebody can trick Hashem? No! Hashem knows everything. And he woke up so early in the morning. And he went and he saddled his own donkey. And he says, yay, come on, donkey. I'm so excited to go. He woke up very early because he really wanted to go and do the bad thing. Usually he had servants to saddle his donkey. But that morning he did it. And he went early with the donkey, and the big ministers of King Balak, they came too. And as they were traveling, all of a sudden, Hashem sent an angel, a malach of Hashem. They were walking on a big field, in a road, in the middle of a big field. There was grass on this side, and grass on this side, and in the middle was a road. And they were walking on the road, and all of a sudden, slap bang, in the middle of the road, there was a malach, an angel of Hashem. And the angel of Hashem had in his hand a big sword. And as Bilam was coming on the donkey, the angel of Hashem took the sword out of its sheath and came to hurt Bilam with it. Bilam couldn't see it, but you know who could see? You know who could see? Who could see? The donkey. Hashem made the donkey's eyes to be able to see the malach with the sword. And the donkey thought, oh no, there's a malach of Hashem holding a big sword. Oh, I'm not staying on this road. And he went out from the road and he walked out into the field on the grass. Bilam got very upset and he said, oh, donkey. Took his stick and he went, and he said, get back on the road, donkey. And Bilam was being very not nice and he hit the donkey. So the donkey had to keep going. But now they came to a place where there were two walls. One wall on this side and one wall on this side. And it was a very tight place to walk between the two walls. And all of a sudden, again, the malach of Hashem, the angel of Hashem appeared, holding the big sword in his hand, pointing it to Bilam. And Bilam couldn't see, but the donkey could see. And the donkey went, ee-oh, ee-oh. Can you make donkey sound? Ee-oh, ee-oh. And the donkey went and he squashed himself against the wall because he didn't want to go forward to where the malach was with the sword. Instead, he went squishy against the wall that was there. And he squished Bilam's leg. Oh no! And Bilam started to scream, ah! My leg! Ah! And he couldn't even walk properly anymore. He had to limp. And again, Bilam took his stick and he hit the donkey. And he said, you donkey never listen. Get back on the path. Keep walking. And so they kept on walking together. And again, a third time, the Malach of Hashem came with the big sword in his hand, pointing it to Bilam. And now the donkey had nowhere to go. So you know what the donkey did? The donkey just went and he went plop. He sat down on the floor and he wouldn't move. And Bilam took the stick and again he hit the donkey. And he said, you donkey, if only I had a sword in my hand, I'd give you a big boo-boo and get rid of you. And all the ministers started to laugh. They said, ha ha, look at this Bilam. He says he's going to hurt all the Jewish people with his mouth. Ha ha. He says that his mouth is so powerful. But to hurt one little donkey, he says he needs a sword. Ha 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 ha. And they laughed and laughed at him. And Bilam got all embarrassed because he realized what he said was very silly. Here he says, I can hurt all the Jewish people just with my mouth. And in one little donkey, he needs a stick to hurt him. And suddenly Hashem made a big miracle, children. And the donkey opened his mouth. We finished. And the donkey opened his mouth and the donkey said, Bilam, why? Instead of saying E-O, E-O, the donkey spoke like a person. And he said, Bilam, why do you keep hurting me? Haven't I been a good donkey? And Bilam said, well, you're not going on the right way. And all of a sudden, Bilam's eyes opened and he saw the malach. And he had a big sword in his hand. And the malach said, why do you keep hurting your donkey? Can't you see he's trying to protect you from my sword? And Bilam said, oh, okay, I won't go. But the malach of Hashem said, no, you want to go, so go. But whatever Hashem puts in your mouth, that's what you have to say. And he meets with King Balak. And he opened his mouth. He wanted to say bad things. But you know what happened? Instead of saying bad things, he said all good things. And the best thing that he said is that Hashem is going to bring the Jewish people, he's going to bring them to the land of Israel. And he's going to give them Mashiach. And King Balak got all angry. And he said, why do you keep saying blessings and good things? Because only the words Hashem put in my mouth I could say. And he says, Hashem's going to bring Mashiach. And he blessed the Jewish people instead of saying bad things. And Hashem said, you see, I love the Jewish people. And I always want good things for them and bless them. And Be'ezrat Hashem, very soon Mashiach will come.